Welcome back. Today's video is one you definitely don't want to miss. We are diving deep into the world of ultra-rare wheat pennies, focusing on the top 10 most valuable ones today in various conditions. These coins have fetched astonishing prices at auctions, and some are worth far more than you might imagine. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these are the wheat pennies you need to know about. So, let's get started. First up, the 1955 wheat penny with the D mint mark in red color and circulated condition. This penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a treasure that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for in today's market. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's explore why this penny has become a prized possession. The Wheat Penny series, officially known as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, these pennies feature Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and unity. The 1955 wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, and San Francisco, S mint mark. The Denver Mint produced over 563 million pennies in 1955, but only a fraction of them have retained their original red color and circulation wear, making these coins a rarity today. What makes the 1955 D wheat penny in red color circulation condition stand out? It's all about rarity, eye appeal, and historical value. The D mint mark signifies the coin was struck in Denver. Coins from this year are particularly valuable when they maintain their original red coloration, a result of the copper's oxidation process being preserved. This vibrant red luster is rare in circulated coins because most lose their shine over time. Another aspect to consider is the overall condition. Circulated coins often show signs of wear, but collectors still prize them if they maintain clear details on Lincoln's profile, the wheat stalks, and the date and mint mark. Now let's talk about the big question. How much is a 1955 D wheat penny in red circulated condition worth in today's market? While heavily worn examples may fetch only a few dollars, a red circulated 1955 D wheat penny with good eye appeal can command significantly higher prices. Depending on factors like condition and demand, these coins typically range from $700,000. However, coins with exceptional color and minimal wear have been known to sell for upwards of $1.5 million or more at auctions. Why such high value? Collectors love coins that are both rare and visually striking. The red coloration and Denver Mint mark make this penny a standout piece for any collection. Did you know that 1955 was also the year of the famous double die era on some wheat pennies minted in Philadelphia? While the 1955 D isn't part of this era series, its historical connection to such an iconic year adds to its charm and collectability. The 1955 D wheat penny in red color and circulated condition is a testament to the beauty and history hidden in everyday objects. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a must-have for anyone passionate about American coinage. If you've got one of these pennies, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. And if not, keep an eye out. You never know what treasures are waiting to be discovered in your pocket change. Next up, the wheat penny was first issued in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was produced in several variations over the years, with the most iconic being the design featuring 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse. The 1945 version, produced during the final year of World War II, has garnered attention for its unique features, especially when found in certain conditions. Now, let's talk about the condition we're looking at today, the black color circulation condition. This might seem unusual to many collectors, as most coins from circulation are expected to show signs of wear and tarnish. But what makes this coin stand out is its distinctive blackened appearance. While it's true that coins naturally age, A blackened color often results from exposure to certain environmental factors, including dirt, oils, or chemicals over time. As you can see, the black color can mask some of the finer details of the coin, but the underlying design remains intact. Despite the wear, this rare color variation has sparked interest in the numismatic community. Coins like these, aged but with visible historical design, can fetch quite a premium. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 1945 wheat penny, especially in this rare condition, so valuable? Well, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark was minted in Philadelphia. While the coin itself was produced in large numbers, the rarity and uniqueness of a coin's color and condition can significantly affect its market value. Typically, a standard 1945 wheat penny in average circulation condition might only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, a coin that shows signs of unique wear, like the black color, circulation condition we're discussing, can see its value increase. In some rare instances, collectors have been willing to pay hundreds of dollars for coins that carry this unique characteristic. So, what's the value of a 1945 wheat penny in black circulation condition? The answer varies based on several factors. If you're lucky enough to find one, its value can range from $10 to $100, depending on the extent of the blackening and the overall condition of the coin. Some collectors may find its unique appearance appealing, while others may pay more for it, seeing it as a rare artifact that reflects the history of both the coin and the period it was minted in. Collectors who specialize in wheat pennies will often look for coins with unusual characteristics like this. The blackened look can sometimes be seen as a form of toning, a result of chemical reactions between the metal and its environment. While the toning itself can reduce the coin's luster, it can also make the coin more visually interesting, which can lead to higher demand. Interestingly, the 1945 wheat penny, in any condition, is often sought after by both novice collectors and experienced numismatists. When found in unusual conditions, like the black color circulation condition, it can sometimes sell for higher than expected at auctions or private sales. Whether you're buying or selling, it's important to remember that the rarity and uniqueness of each coin, along with its overall appeal to collectors, can influence its price. Want to know where you can find these rare 1945 wheat pennies in black circulation condition? They're typically discovered in coin rolls, estate sales, or online marketplaces. Sometimes a simple visit to a local coin shop can yield surprising finds. Lastly, always make sure you protect your rare coins. A proper coin holder or case will help preserve the unique condition and value of your 1945 wheat penny. So, if you come across a 1945 wheat penny in black color circulation condition, don't overlook it. With its historical significance and potential value, it might just be the hidden gem you've been looking for in the world of coin collecting. Next up, the 1946 wheat penny, without a mint mark, in red color condition. Now, when we talk about wheat pennies, we're talking about one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. Produced from 1909 to 1958, these coins feature the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. But today it's the 1946 version that steals the spotlight. The 1946 wheat penny is a post-war coin minted just after World War II ended. The minting process in 1946 was smooth, with a large number of coins being struck. But here's the thing. We're talking about the ones without a mint mark in rare color condition, which makes them rare and more valuable today. Mint marks on coins help identify where the coin was produced, with D standing for Denver and S for San Francisco. The 1946 penny without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, and while this might seem like a normal coin, it's the condition and the color that truly matters in this case. 19. So, what do we mean by red color condition? When we talk about red pennies, we're referring to coins that are in the highest grade of preservation, where the original copper luster remains intact. These coins have that brilliant, shiny red hue that comes from being kept in great condition over the years. A coin like this would typically be graded as red by professional grading agencies such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. These grading companies evaluate the coin's overall condition, and a red coin is one with little to no signs of wear. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Now, let's talk about rarity. The 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark in red color condition is rare, especially when it's been well preserved. After nearly 80 years, many of these coins have been circulated and have lost their original luster. Those that remain in pristine red condition are much harder to come by, making them highly sought after by collectors. Most of the 1946 pennies out there are in lower grades, ranging from good to fine or maybe very fine, meaning the detail on the coin is worn down from years of circulation. But finding one that still has that beautiful red color is like finding a gem among the rough. So, what's the market value of a 1946 wheat penny in red color condition? Well, the value can vary depending on the grade and the current demand in the market. A 1946 penny in red color can be worth anywhere from $800,000 in lower grade red condition. Some of the best examples, those that are nearly perfect and graded by top-tier agencies, can fetch prices that exceed $1 million at auction. The value depends not only on the red color, but also on how well the coin has been preserved over the years. Now, why should you consider adding the 1946 wheat penny to your collection? For one, it's a piece of American history. It represents the post-war period, a time of rebuilding and new beginnings. Plus, as we've discussed, it holds significant value, especially when it's in top-notch condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just starting, a coin like the 1946 wheat penny in red color is a fantastic addition. It's affordable, yet still rare enough to hold real value. Plus, it's always exciting to discover these hidden gems in your collection. So there you have it, the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark in red color condition. Coin that may not seem like much at first glance, but when you dive deeper, you realize its true rarity and value in today's market. If you happen to find one in your change or are looking to add it to your collection, make sure to handle it with care and get it graded by a professional. Next up, the 1940 wheat penny. This rare coin, without a mint mark and in very good condition, holds a surprising market value that might just blow your mind. Doesn't this just sound like fun? Let's explore what makes this penny so special and valuable in today's market. And trust me, you'll want to stick around to see just how much this little coin is worth. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of its value, let's talk a bit about the history behind the 1940 wheat penny. The Lincoln wheat penny, first minted in 1909, has been one of the most iconic coins in US history. It's recognized for the famous wheat stalk design on the reverse, which was created by engraver Victor David Brenner. Now, the 1940 version of the wheat penny was struck in large numbers, making it seem fairly common at first glance. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1940 penny was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but the key here is that the one without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those minted in Denver have a small D on the reverse. But here's the twist. Despite the 1940 being a relatively common year for the wheat penny, its value can fluctuate depending on the condition it's in. Today, we're talking about the 1940 wheat penny in very good condition. Let's take a closer look. Coin's condition plays a huge role in determining its value. A very good grade means the coin shows significant wear, but all the important details are still visible. The wheat stalks on the reverse, while worn down, can still be seen clearly, and the date on the obverse is readable. The Lincoln portrait is slightly softened, but still recognizable. Now, let's talk about the rarity factor. While the 1940 wheat penny, without a mint mark, was struck in large numbers, the condition of this particular coin can set it apart. Coins that have survived in very good condition are becoming rarer as time goes on, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for those in better shape. So, how much is the 1940 wheat penny worth today in very good condition? This coin typically ranges between $400,000. But here's the thing, if you happen to find one in better than usual, very good condition, you could see it sell for more, sometimes even up to $630,000. In fact, some rare specimens, especially those with minimal wear, can be sold for even higher prices at auction, especially if they attract the attention of dedicated collectors looking to fill gaps in their collecting. But why the sudden rise in interest for these pennies, you may ask? Well, with the passage of time, many of the 1940 wheat pennies have been lost, spent, or worn down beyond recognition. As fewer of these coins remain in decent condition, they naturally become more valuable. Additionally, the history of the wheat penny is, paired with a penny, paired with a selection of our collection, makes it an appealing option for new collectors. Coin collectors, especially those focused on Lincoln pennies, know that coins like the 1940 wheat penny are essential pieces for completing their collections. That demand, combined with the coin's rarity in good condition, contributes to its growing market value. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a 1940 wheat penny in your collection, here's a tip: keep it in the best condition possible. The value of your coin could increase over time, especially as more people discover the rich history behind these pieces of American numismatic heritage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1940 wheat penny, without a mint mark in very good condition, is a coin that's worth keeping an eye on. It's not just about its value today, but its potential in the years to come. Next up, first, let's take a close look at the coin itself. The wheat penny, first issued in 1909, features the famous design by Victor David Brenner. The obverse showcases the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays two stalks of wheat, hence the name, wheat penny. This design remained unchanged from 1909 all the way to 1958. But today, we're specifically talking about the 1916 version. The 1916 wheat penny, like many from this era, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. One key feature of this coin is that it doesn't have a mint mark. While other years may have a D or S mint mark, a 1916 without any mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia, and this lack of mint mark makes it even more interesting to collectors. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin, specifically in extra fine circulation condition. The term extra fine refers to a coin that has seen some circulation but still retains sharp details. In this condition, the wheat penny's design is still crisp and the Lincoln portrait remains clear with just slight wear on the high points. The wheat stalks on the reverse are also well defined, but you might notice some light wear, especially on the raised areas. It's definitely not mint state, but it's a coin that has been well preserved over time. Compare this with a coin in a lower grade, like very fine or fine, where the details start to fade. Coins in extra fine condition stand out and catch the eye of collectors. The wear is minimal and it has a strong visual appeal that elevates its value. So why is the 1916 wheat penny without a mint mark so valuable? Well, in addition to its classic design, the 1916 is one of the earlier years in the wheat penny series, which automatically makes it rarer than many later years. But it's the condition that really drives the price up. In extra fine circulation condition, the 1916 wheat penny can command a pretty impressive price in the market. As of today, you might expect to see one of these coins sell for anywhere from $1.2 million or more, depending on its exact condition and any unique characteristics. The 1916 wheat penny has become a highly collectible coin, and its value has continued to rise over the years. Collectors and investors alike seek this coin out because of its rarity and historical significance. As more people become interested in numismatics, the demand for coins like the 1916 wheat penny is only expected to grow. If you're new to coin collecting or you're looking to diversify your investment portfolio, a rare coin like this one can be a smart choice. Coins from the early 20th century, especially those in high-quality conditions like extra fine, tend to hold their value over time and can even see an increase in worth. The 1916 wheat penny, without a mint mark in extra fine condition, is a rare and valuable piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, having one of these in your collection is definitely a great find. If you're lucky enough to have a 1916 wheat penny in your collection, it's time to take a closer look at its condition. And if you're on the hunt for one, be sure to check reputable dealers or auction sites. You never know what hidden treasures you might come across. Next up, the 1950 wheat penny. And not just any 1950 penny. This is the rare gem without a mint mark, in red color and in circulation condition. We'll take a close look at its history, rarity, and, of course, the surprising value it holds in today's market. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or someone interested in discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure you stay tuned. The wheat penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was minted from 1909 to 1958 and features the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse. This particular coin, the 1950, was struck in large numbers during the post-World War II era. However, there's something special about the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark. Mint marks are crucial in determining where a coin was made. Most coins have a mint mark, which identifies whether they were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But the 1950 wheat penny, like other coins from the period, was predominantly minted in Philadelphia, meaning it doesn't carry a mint mark. Although it seems simple, this detail is important because it helps define its rarity compared to those minted in other locations. Now let's talk about the condition of this coin. In the world of coin collecting, the term red refers to a coin's original copper color, which is highly sought after. Over time, pennies naturally darken, but a red wheat penny means it has retained its original vibrant copper hue. This coin, while in circulation, has kept a remarkable red tone, making it a rare find in its category. Coins in circulation condition typically have been through everyday use, and that means they show wear, scratches, or discoloration. However, when you find a 1950 wheat penny that's in circulation but still displays that beautiful red color, it becomes a rare coin. Red wheat pennies, even with some wear, are prized by collectors, and finding one like this is not only exciting, but valuable. So, what makes the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark so rare? Well, the 1950 penny was minted in large quantities, but most of them were circulated and show signs of age and wear. The rarity increases with the condition of the coin, especially those that have kept their original red hue, which was more common in coins that were either well preserved or recently minted. While there are plenty of 1950 wheat pennies out there, those in better condition, especially in red, are much harder to find. This makes the red version of the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark stand out in the market today. Now, let's talk about the market value. The 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark in red circulation condition has seen some impressive price increases in recent years. While a typical circulated 1950 wheat penny might cost around $200,000, the red version in decent condition can fetch anywhere from $600,000 or more, depending on its grade. But if you're lucky enough to find one that is in excellent red condition, you could see it valued at $800,000 or higher at auction. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these coins, especially as they are becoming harder to find in good shape. If you're looking to add one of these rare coins to your collection, expect to see prices climbing as the demand for vintage red copper coins continues to grow. Want to know how to spot a valuable 1950 wheat penny? First, check the coin's color. Look for the red copper hue. You'll also want to closely inspect the wheat stalks and Lincoln's profile for any wear. The clearer the details, the more valuable the coin. Finally, confirm that it's from the Philadelphia Mint by noting the absence of a mint mark. In conclusion, the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark, in red circulation condition, is a hidden treasure for collectors and investors alike. Its rarity and growing demand have made it a sought-after coin in today's market, with values that continue to rise. If you find one, make sure to take care of it. It could be worth more than you think. Next up, the 1934 wheat penny. If you're a coin enthusiast, especially someone who's into rare finds, then you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. Not only is this coin fascinating because of its age and history, but it's also one that can fetch a serious price in today's market. So, let's dive in and see why the 1934 wheat penny without a mint mark is such a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Let's start by taking a quick look at the coin itself. The 1934 wheat penny is part of the long-running series of Lincoln wheat pennies, which were struck from 1909 to 1958. What makes this year special? Well, first off, the 1934 wheat penny doesn't have a mint mark, which means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the only mint that didn't use a mint mark during that time. This simple detail makes the coin stand out among other pennies from the same period. As you can see, on the obverse, we have the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse features two stalks of wheat representing prosperity, a symbol that made these pennies iconic. Hence the name, wheat penny. Now, this might seem like a common coin at first glance, but trust me, it's anything but ordinary when we start talking about its value. Now, before we jump into its value, let's talk about the condition of the coin. This particular 1934 wheat penny that we're focusing on today is in circulation condition, which means it has seen quite a bit of use over the years. Circulated coins can show a variety of signs of wear: scratches, dents, discoloration, and smoothing of the design. However, even though it's not in mint condition, this coin is still highly sought after, and here's why. Coins that have been in circulation often tell a story. They've traveled through the pockets of everyday people, through wars, economic turmoil, and historic events. While this may lower the grade of the coin, it doesn't necessarily reduce its appeal to collectors. In fact, for the 1934 wheat penny, being in circulated condition and still holding its value is a testament to its rarity and demand in the market today. Okay, so what makes the 1934 wheat penny rare? Let's break it down. The 1930s were a tough time for the US economy. Amidst the Great Depression, there was a coin shortage. That meant that fewer coins were being minted and many coins were circulated quickly. As a result, some years produced fewer high-quality coins, and the 1934 wheat penny is one of those rare examples, but the scarcity doesn't end there. Looking at the mintage numbers, we can see that the total number of 1934 pennies struck was fairly high, but most of them were quickly used and worn down. This is where the 1934 wheat penny becomes especially valuable. There simply aren't as many of them left in decent condition as you'd expect. The real kicker? Even a coin that's been in circulation for decades can still hold a high market value if it's in good enough condition. Now, the million-dollar question: how much is a 1934 wheat penny worth today? In circulated condition, the value can vary based on wear and tear, but generally, you're looking at a range of anywhere from $450,000. But here's the exciting part. If you happen to have a 1934 wheat penny in better condition, like very fine or extra fine, the value can skyrocket. For example, A 1934 wheat penny in extra fine condition could sell for anywhere between $700,000 and in some rare cases even higher. Coins with minimal wear or those that show fewer signs of circulation are going for premium prices, especially among collectors who appreciate the rarity of well-preserved examples. To give you an idea, I've seen some listings for 1934 wheat pennies in near mint condition go for over $800,000. That's right, a single penny worth over $1 million, all because it survived the test of time and is considered rare in good condition. So, how do you find one of these rare coins? A 1934 wheat penny can often be found in rolls of pennies, old coin collections, or even from estate sales. While they're not the most common coin to stumble upon, it's definitely worth checking your pocket change or your grandfather's old coin jar, as many collectors have found valuable coins in the most unexpected places. When searching for a 1934 wheat penny, keep in mind that the condition is everything. The better the grade, the more it's worth. Be sure to inspect your pennies carefully, and if you think you found one that might be valuable, take it to a trusted coin dealer for a professional assessment. In summary, the 1934 wheat penny, even in circulated condition, remains a highly collectible and valuable coin. With its history, rarity, and demand from collectors, it's definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. So, the next time you're going through your spare change or hunting for hidden treasures at a coin shop, don't overlook the 1934 wheat penny. Next up, the 1957 wheat penny with the D mint mark, especially when it's in very fine condition. So, if you're wondering whether this coin is worth more than just its face value, stick around, because you're about to find out just how valuable this little gem can be. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1957 D wheat penny, let's take a quick moment to talk about the wheat penny series itself. Minted from 1909 to 1958, the wheat penny, or wheat cent, features the iconic wheat ears design by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design has become one of the most recognizable in American coinage history. In 1957, the series was nearing its end, as the US Mint would soon replace the wheat design with the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. But the 1957 edition, particularly those with the D mint mark, have held a special place in collectors' hearts, especially when they're in very fine condition, like the one we're showcasing today. Now let's talk about the D mint mark. You may have noticed the small d next to the date on this coin. That indicates that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The D mint mark is significant because it helps collectors identify where the coin was struck, and in some cases where the minting process may have led to slight differences in coinage quality. The 1957 D wheat penny is particularly desirable among collectors due to its relatively high mintage. But don't be fooled. A coin in very fine condition, like the one we have here, is far from common. So what do we mean by very fine condition? A coin in very fine condition has seen some circulation, but it still retains a lot of its original detail. For the 1957 D wheat penny, this means the wheat ears on the reverse of the coin are still well defined, and the face of Lincoln retains much of its clarity, though some wear may be visible. In very fine condition, you'll notice that the coin will still have good sharpness in the lettering and image, though not as crisp as it would be in uncirculated grades. The edge may have slight wear from circulation, but the coin hasn't been excessively damaged, and the details are still distinguishable. Here's where it gets really interesting. While the 1957 D wheat penny isn't as rare as some of the earlier years, its value can still be surprisingly high depending on its condition. In very fine condition, this coin can range in value from around $380,000. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in a higher grade, the value can shoot up even more. The price of a 1957 B wheat penny can fluctuate depending on a few factors, demand in the collector's market, the overall state of the economy, and the individual characteristics of the coin, such as its luster and minimal damage. If you're holding on to one in this condition, it's always worth getting it appraised by a professional to see its full potential value in today's market. So, why is the 1957 D wheat penny so valuable? While it's not considered extremely rare, it's still highly sought after due to the historical significance of the wheat cents series. The series is beloved by collectors, and the 1957 D coin has the added appeal of being from the final year of the series. Its relatively high mintage, coupled with the fact that many circulated coins are often found in lower grades, makes the well-preserved versions in very fine condition more desirable. When looking for a 1957 D wheat penny in very fine condition, you'll want to check for a few key things. First, look for any significant wear on Lincoln's portrait or the wheat stalks on the reverse. The finer details like the word Liberty and In God We Trust should be clearly readable but may show signs of light wear. If the wheat ears on the reverse still have their definition and the coin doesn't have major scratches, dents, or discoloration, you're likely holding a solid example. The most important tip: don't just look for the mint mark and assume it's a rare find. Condition and overall quality are key factors in determining value. To wrap up, let's take a look at the current market for coins like the 1957 D wheat penny. As with any collectible, coin values fluctuate over time, but the wheat penny series has maintained a strong presence in the market. In recent years, coins like the 1957 D have seen their value rise due to increased demand from collectors who appreciate the history and nostalgia associated with these coins. Some sellers have reported finding them going for up to $400,000 or even more in higher grades or with particularly unique characteristics. If you have a 1957 D wheat penny in your collection, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on the market trends to see how its value evolves. And that's it for today's deep dive into the 1957 wheat penny with the D mint mark in very fine condition. As you can see, this coin may be from the last years of the wheat cent series, but it still has a lot of value for collectors who know what to look for. Next up, first, let's take a step back and understand the history of the 1958 wheat penny. This coin was produced at the Denver Mint, which is where the D and mint mark comes from. The year 1958 marks the end of the wheat penny series, a symbol of American coinage for decades. The series ran from 1909 to 1958, featuring the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse side of the coin. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse shows two stalks of wheat. As the last year for the wheat penny, the 1958 coin holds a certain nostalgic value for collectors, which only adds to its appeal. Now, let's talk about the D mint mark. As many of you know, the mint mark signifies where the coin was produced. The 1958 wheat penny with a D mint mark was struck in Denver, and it's important to note that there were over 1 billion coins made that year. But when you consider the condition of the coin, some become incredibly rare. So, while the 1958 D wheat penny is not as scarce as other years or mint marks, its condition plays a major role in its value. Most of these coins you'll find are either worn down or damaged due to their age and circulation, but a coin in excellent condition, well, that's where things get interesting. When we say excellent condition, we're talking about a coin that shows very little wear and tear. You'll see sharp, well-detailed details, from the wheat stalks on the reverse to the Lincoln portrait on the obverse. There's no significant damage, and the coin has maintained its original shine and luster. Coins in this condition are often classified as extremely fine or even uncirculated in some cases. Collectors prize these types of coins because they're often harder to find. Coins that were well preserved over the years and kept out of circulation have maintained their aesthetic appeal, making them stand out in any collection. So, How much is a 1958D wheat penny in excellent condition worth? Well, the market value can vary based on several factors, but let me break it down for you. According to recent market data, a 1958D wheat penny in excellent condition could fetch anywhere from $470,000. So, what makes the 1958D wheat penny so valuable? It's a combination of factors. First, it's the last year of the wheat penny series, giving it historical significance. Second, it's the condition. Coins that have been well preserved over time are rare, especially for a coin that was minted in such large quantities. Finally, it's the demand from collectors with these iconic coins. Rare coins, especially those in excellent condition, hold their value because they are tangible pieces of history. The 1958D wheat penny represents the end of an era, and for collectors, it's the perfect way to cap off a wheat penny collection. Now, if you're on the hunt for one of these valuable 1958D wheat pennies, where should you look? Well, the first place to check is your own pocket change. You never know what you might find when you dig through some old coins lying around. But if you're serious about finding a high-quality coin, you might want to check reputable online marketplaces, coin shows, or even auctions. Just make sure to look for sellers with great reviews and certificates of authenticity to avoid counterfeit coins. So, there you have it. The 1958D wheat penny in excellent condition is a rare find that can hold significant value in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is one that should be on your radar. If you're lucky enough to own one, or if you plan on adding one to your collection, keep it in top condition. It could just be your ticket to owning a valuable piece of history. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. See you in the next video.